Joshua, thank you. Just into the newsroom, a student is in custody accused of making a threat to classmates and staff. Winston-Salem police say officers were working off-duty at Calvary Day School yesterday when they found out about a threat to commit an act of violence. Investigators say multiple juvenile petitions for the involved juvenile have been sought related to this incident.
Greensboro police asking for your help as they work to identify a man found dead near Lake Townsend. Police say someone who was fishing yesterday afternoon found the body of a young man in an embankment near Yanceyville Street close to Kingfisher Trail. Police say someone shot that victim. He is described as black, in his late teens or mid to late 20s. He was wearing a red zip-up hoodie sweatshirt, dark-colored sweatpants, and slide-style shoes. Police say this is a homicide investigation. They're asking anyone with information about this case to get in touch with them.
Winston-Salem police have charged a man with murder, and the suspect was already locked up here. Tony Toribio Estrada is charged in connection with the death of Reali Noyola. The victim was found shot in Granville Park back in October. Police say the suspect has already been in jail on a robbery charge related to that same crime. And a person is in critical condition after someone shot him last night in Winston-Salem. This happened on Patterson Avenue near Indiana Avenue and 30th Street. Police haven't released any information about a suspect or a motive in this case.
Today, Israel's security cabinet approved a U.S. brokered ceasefire agreement with Lebanon. The agreement was also approved by the Lebanese side. It will end more than a year of fighting between Israel and Hezbollah. President Joe Biden spoke from the White House late this afternoon, saying this was a result of mediation efforts by the U.S. and its partner France. Coverage of this story continues next on NBC Nightly News.
Commitment 2024 now. The deadline for counties to finish their recount in our state Supreme Court race is tomorrow. As of 4:35 this afternoon, the last update, a dozen counties still weren't finished. With 88 reporting, Republican challenger Jefferson Griffin has netted 94 votes so far. He's gained 43. His opponent has lost 51. However, at the end of the canvass period, incumbent Democrat Allison Riggs led by 722 votes. As of that most recent update, Alamance, Forsyth, and Randolph are among the counties that have not yet finished their recounts.
Governor Roy Cooper has vetoed a Helene relief bill that also includes proposals to stripping away power from several executive branch offices. The
Senate Bill 382 was passed last week by the Republican-controlled General Assembly in Raleigh.
Now, it contained $227 million for Helene relief in western North Carolina, but it also contained provisions that would weaken the powers of the incoming Democratic governor, attorney general, and state superintendent. The bill now returns to the General Assembly, where Republicans will try to override his veto next week.
In a written statement, the governor said, quote, "This legislation is a sham. It does not send money to western North Carolina, but merely shuffles money from one fund to another in Raleigh. This legislation was titled disaster relief, but instead violates the Constitution by taking appointments away from the next governor." For the Board of Elections, Utilities Commission, and commander of the North Carolina Highway Patrol, letting political parties choose appellate judges and interfering with the Attorney General's ability to advocate for lower electric bills for consumers.
A warning tonight about a new scam targeting pet owners right here in the Triad. Our Sarah Sowers just spoke to leaders at Guilford County Animal Services and breaks it down for us tonight.
Scammers are impersonating animal services, claiming that they've found your lost pet. Then they'll ask for money for surgery. The issue? Scammers don't have your pet. This scam targets people who have posted in Facebook groups searching for their lost dogs and cats. Guilford County Animal Services says they learned of this scam Sunday after 3 community members asked why they received that call. The director of the shelter says it was alarming, and calls like that should give pet owners some pause.
Oh my God, I get to have my pet back, right? Like the phone call, they found him, thank God he's safe. Oh my God, I'll pay anything to get my pet back. My first question would be, where is he and can I go see him?
He says the shelter will never ask anyone for upfront payment in order to help a pet receive medical attention. Anyone who has received a call from someone claiming to be them should check their caller ID to make sure it matches the shelter's phone number.
We will call you, but it's to reunite you. You know, Animal Services will never call you to say, hey, you need to pay X amount of fees, especially for medical care.
Ortega says the best way they can reunite lost animals is if pet owners alert them that their furry friend is missing and what their last known location was. Having identifiers like a collar with contact information or microchipping pets can accelerate the process. If you think you might be a victim of this scam, Guilford County Animal Services says you should contact local law enforcement and share any information you might have with them. Reporting in Guilford County, Sarah Sowers, WXII 12 News.
All of the cats and kittens that were in the Davie County Animal Shelter will be in homes for Thanksgiving.
A little good pet news tonight. The animals will not be staying in North Carolina, though. Davie County Animal Services showed us the empty room today where all those cats were not long ago. Animal Services worked with the Humane Society of the county to get 19 cats and kittens to a rescue up in Maryland.
Now, because Maryland has a state law making free spay and neutering available in every county, the shelter there has a waiting list of people who want to adopt cats and kittens. That is not the case in North Carolina, so shelters across our state see an influx during kitten season.
Cat season will be starting in about a month, and we'll do this all over again next year. So if you're feeding outdoor cats, please give us a call. We'll be happy to set you up with resources to get them spayed and neutered now.
Davie County Animal Services has been able to get 150 cats and kittens to Maryland this year.
Well, you might not realize Thanksgiving and Black Friday are a couple of the busiest days of the year for emergency vets.
Primary vets are typically closed, and many of us are focused on preparing food or spending time with family, which can lead to pets getting into some food they shouldn't eat.
Right. Emergency vet Dr. Bronwyn Turner says pay attention to your pet